Seth Livingstone, USA Today. At this stage of your life, Dale, at this stage of your career, does it win more at all? Does it mean more to you at all to win at Daytona? Is this a more special place to win?
I like winning here. I saw where Daddy had 2 more nationwide wins than I did, so it meant something to get closer to him there. He's at the top of the list in the record books, and it would be cool to tie him or surpass him, which I still have a good opportunity to do. And chances are Kelly will still have me running some of these races here. And I'm now if I can get Tony Jr. out from under the car, he might be in a position to persuade me as much as she does. And winning anywhere means a lot, sure. Daytona is a special place to me because of my father dying here. I'm always connected. I'm totally a part of this place for the rest of my life, regardless of what the history of the track is. Just this area and this place. And I used to come down here as a kid, hang out. I got to be good buddies with Jimmy Foster and ran around town with him, clubbing and carrying on in my 20s. And I've seen every corner of this place, and I love it as a town. And it ain't changed much to me, but and the track just has such a beautiful history, and so many great things have happened here. To me, it's the track in our series. It's the mother of all racetracks in this sport and in NASCAR racing. So everything about our sport leads back to this place, to me, in my mind. So it's very important.
Mike Hembry, Dale, 2 things. Can this give you any kind of a boost on the other side of the garage?
Yeah.
And who actually owns this car now, and would you have any special plans for it?
Well, I do believe this helps me tomorrow, because like the COT or Nationwide car now drive kind of similar, and this helps my confidence. Every time you win and do good, I just think it will. I told Rick I had another tank in the bus for tomorrow, and we'd bring it out. I don't know who owns this car, and I don't care. I think I'll take it and give it to Winston Kelly and let him have it for a few months, and then maybe send it up to Richard and let him keep it for a little while. Hopefully it ends up back in my hands eventually one day, but it's just nuts and bolts. But hopefully, I think Winston Kelly said in Victory Lane he would love to have it, and it would be an honor, one hell of an honor, to put it over there in his place at Charlotte for a while.
Jim Utter.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. Dale, if you are willing to take on the burden that you've talked about with this race, driving this car with this sponsor, with the win or it's not worth it attitude, should anybody question your commitment on the Cup side if you were willing to take that kind of burden?
I don't think that they should. I think people can stop questioning my commitment, whether I care, whether I have the passion anymore or enough passion. I have worked my ass off to get back just to subpar. Are we right? No, I'm still wrong. Anyways, to be above average, I have busted my ass. I mean, I can't drive and work any fucking harder than I'm working right now. I can't. This is all I got, and I'm doing it hard, man. I mean, I cannot work any harder. So you can't do this half-ass. You can't do it 90%. You'll get eaten up, and it'll be obvious to everybody around you, your team, your crew chief, everybody who builds your motors, builds your cars. They'll stop giving a shit because they know that you're not giving a shit, and you won't go anywhere. So you can't go half-ass. And I tell myself every year, I go, am I working hard? Yeah, I can't work any harder. And I've asked myself, maybe people are right. Do I need to work? What more can I do? But this year, we've wore it out. trying to get back to where we need to be. And I'm not burnt out. I still got a lot in the tank. We got a long season left. But I got the passion, man. I want to win. I want to be here for a long, long time. So, but I guess, people will question that until you're done. Not just me, other drivers too, I'm sure. So I shouldn't take it so personal. But, man, when you work so damn hard, you guys know how it is. You're working your ass off to try to get somewhere and do the best you can at your job, whatever it is. And for anybody to ever wonder whether you're giving it all you got pisses you off. But it's just the way it is.
Jenna, for a follow-up, and then Godwin.
Can you talk about how hard you see him working?
It's hard for me to sit back, and I think that's, when they split us up, that was the one thing that probably bothered me the worst, is because I know how hard he's working. I know that it takes one slip up, whether it's one lug nut, whether it's the guy missed the tire pressure, whether the guy put a half around the wrong way on the pit stop. That one thing can take you out of a race. So it's not a one-person team. It's everybody on that team. There's 18 guys here every Sunday. Every one of those guys has to be busting their butt. And I know how hard he works, and I know what kind of feel he's got. And it starts on Thursday. It don't just start on, hey, Sunday when they drop the green, this is where it goes. It starts on Thursday when we land here. And everybody has to do everything. You have to have every minute of practice. You have to get everything tried. And it can't be one screw up. And the communication's got to be there. Nobody's head can be somewhere else. And Jimmy and Chad are great because they're doing that. They're clicking right now. And I know Dale Jr.'s got it in him to do it, but it's just a matter of getting every little piece of the puzzle. It kills me to go like last weekend in Loudon. I'm sitting there watching him. He's following Jimmy right up through the track. And I'm sitting there working, and I get out, and Jimmy wins, and I look, and he finished 10th. And I asked him when he come Monday.
I finished seventh.
I was like, what? I said, what happened? I said, I walked by the computer screen, and he was here. I said, and he's like, well, I don't know.
When I got to seventh, I stayed there, and he kept going.
Yeah, so, it's hard for me because it's like I say, I want to see him do especially good, and I'll do anything I can for him to make it better. And, that's kind of – but I think Rick seen that side of it where I was getting too ate up into it, and it was killing my personal life, and I was getting unhappy, and so we decided to go a different route, and I'm perfectly happy the way I'm doing. I think he's in a good route where he's going. Him and Lance are communicating good, and just to see those 88 guys out there in victory lane with us tonight, that's going to pump them up for tomorrow. He's pumped up, and I hopefully tomorrow night when I'm sitting there cooking my ribeye, he's leading the race.
Yep.